Namaskar, this is Seshadri, your level advisor, corporate trainer, POSH IC member. Very happy to meet you through this video. Lot of thanks to you for your support. Please watch this video till end. Definitely will get some knowledge. As usual, in this video, there is a quiz, statutory complaints for May 2026, and what are all the circulars received during last month, as well as few important judgments. Let us start this video. These are all the services we provide. If you have belief on us, and then if you any requirement, please contact us. We are in social media. If anything required, you can follow. Quiz. First question, minimum wages. Earlier it was separate act, now it is along with code. Whether is it mandatory to follow? Option A, not mandatory. It depends on the employer capability to pay, because if the employer is not able to pay, how can he pay the new that is minimum wages? Not mandatory. It depends on the negotiation of the employee. When he has been appointed, that time what is the wages has been fixed, that only we can pay. Mandatory, no, minimum wages mandatory in industrial areas, no, it is mandatory. So which one is correct? Let us see the answer at the end with the explanation, as well as question number 2. New employee joining in your organization, your office, your organization internal committee, that is POSH internal committee, they are hearing one news. The employee had allegation against him in the earlier organization on POSH, but there is no evidence. What you will do? What your current IC should do? Option A, it is serious. Current IC should start investigation. Option B, POSH Act limited to the particular company only. Option C, current company, what you have to do? You have to collect the report from the earlier past organization. Option D, must not hire, you should not hire that employee. Which one is correct? Let us discuss at the end of this video. Let us start with the compliance for the month of May 2026. Usual compliance PF and ESI. In PF compliance, 15th May is the last date for the wage month April 2026. Whatever the payment you made, you have to prepare ECR and pay, as well as in case of any international workers in your organization, you have to file the returns also on or before 15th May. ECI, ESI, you have to prepare a challan and then pay on or before 15th May 2026 for the month of April. You have to keep in mind, out of coverage employees you have to mention in this return, then only they will be out of ESI. Training part, yes, this week this month we have good trainings. First one is employee life cycle management under new labor codes, because new labor codes have modified many things. When you are hiring in the life cycle of the employment, there are two things. One is hiring and is separation. In hiring, you utter all the laws and you have to follow, because background verification is there. New code is prescribing appointment letter is must. What are all the classes you have to mention in the appointment letter? What type of appointment letter you have to give? In that, how you have to mention the wage structure, as well as what type of contracts, various type of contracts are there, what are all the types of contracts, as well as during the separation, what are all the legal things you have to follow, what are all the legal documents you should keep. Complete picture you are going to get through this session. You can contact Mr. Dinesh for further details, as well as we are going to have a webinar on a virtual session on restructuring your present CTC to code on wages. As per the code on wages, how the wages should be there. In that, the one, not only with the restructuring, in that what are the financial effect you are going to get, that also will be discussed. You can contact Mr. Dinesh. Even in addition to that, we are conducting 2 hour small sessions on monthly basis. For that detail also you can get from Mr. Dinesh. Then what are all the new circulars? Delhi has amended its Shop and Establishment Act. What are all the amendments? Applicability has raised from 10 to 20, working hours raised from 9 hours to 10 hours per day, weekly working hours raised to 60 hours, as well as quarterly 144 hours, rest interval raised from 5 hours to 6 hours, as well as now it is allowed to engage women employees in night shift. For the condition, they have to get the written consent. It is common for everyone, because new code also it has become a mandatory to get the consent letter from the women employees to engage them in the night shift. Unless they give the consent, you cannot hire. Even if you are hiring now, please get the consent. In addition, when you are engaging the women employee in the night shift, CCTV coverage, as well as security, female security should be there. Transportation, doorsteps, pick up and drop, you have to do. Minimum 2 women employees should work in that shift. This varies states to state, because some states 3, some state 5 also is there. Then POSH Act, all the provisions you should implement. These are all the amendment by Delhi. IT Act has changed, you know very well. Accordingly, some of the forms earlier it was 15G, 15H separate form were submitted for income tax exemption. Same thing, it is revised to form 121. The same form should be used. That is a circular from EPFO. We all are having one doubt is Shop and Establishment Act versus Occupational Safety Health Working Condition Code. Shop and Establishment Act is a state act. Occupational Safety Health Working Condition Code is a central law. So which one we have to follow? Because new code includes whatever the provisions provided in the shop and establishment also. It is included. Not only for factory, it includes shop and establishment. So which one should follow? This is the doubt you may have. Maharashtra government has given the circular clearly with the legal background. Article 254 very clearly says when the laws are on concurrent list, any conflict comes, central government legislation prevail, state government legislation will not prevail. In that situation, Occupational Safety Health Working Condition Code is a central legislation that prevails on Shop and Establishment Act. So registration, those things on shop and establishment, we need to follow further on Occupational Safety Health Working Condition Code. This is applicable to all the states. In addition, there is no rule as of now available. Till new rules come, Shop and Establishment Act will continue. That's what this circular clarifies us. ESI Corporation has introduced a feedback system. When the patient is going for treatment, after treatment they will get the SMS, in that link also will come, as well as QR code is provided in all the places. They can scan and give their feedback about the treatment in ESI hospital and dispensaries. Delinking of UAN, wrongly added UAN. In your establishment you wrongly added. So employee can delink their whatever the addition from you. It is possible. It was introduced earlier itself. Now you not only you added the UAN, you paid the contribution also. So that time employee alone cannot delink. Now when the employee applies for delinking, it will come to the employer for approval. So member tab you can see in the last, now it has introduced delinking of UAN. When you delink, when the employee applies, you can, if you are approving, it will be delinked up to 2 months contribution. Even though you paid, you can delink. In case if you are not approving, refusing mean it will be escalated to Regional Provident Fund Office. There they will take the decision. That's what the circular clarifies us. Labor and Employment Ministry has signed MOUs with Porter as well as Jijin Technologies. You know very well, new code has introduced National Career Service, National Career Center or Career Service. In that, like Naukri portal, they are acting. Employees also upload their resumes, as well as employer can hire the people from that portal. In that, authentication is very, very important. For that only, Porter and Jijin Technologies, they signed a MOU. So shortly that site will be revamped. What are all the judgments came during this period? We can see one is from Supreme Court. Supreme Court has given the judgment gratuity can be set off against the rental cases. One employee he should get the gratuity, but he has not vacated the quarter accommodation provided by the organization. Rent also not paid. That rent you can deduct from the gratuity. That's what Supreme Court's judgment. Punjab and Haryana High Court has given one judgment on resignation. One employee submits the resignation. The resignation has not accepted many months. Suddenly it has accepted and relieved from retrospective effect. Now whether it is correct, it is not correct. The period of that notice, whatever the period you have to pay, you cannot say no salary for that period. That's what Punjab and Haryana High Court has given. Calcutta High Court, forfeiture of gratuity. Already misconduct has happened. For that inquiry is conducted. Now separate inquiry is not required for gratuity forfeiture. That Calcutta High Court judgment. Madras High Court has given the judgment on EPF. Once the employee not paid, then EPFO has raised, he has given the order under 14B and 7Q for collection. Now employer can appeal within 60 days, another extended 60 days also. Now this employer not applied, after the 120 days if he is applying, what to do? Madras High Court, yes, you have to, EPFO should accept that. You have to verify why this delay has happened. If it is legally possible, yes, help, otherwise no. That's what Madras High Court's judgment. Orissa High Court, PF, if you are not paying on due date, it is offense, no doubt in that. Prosecution, it is not at all illegal. Even though insolvency proceedings are there, you can prosecute under non-payment of PF. That's what Orissa High Court judgment. Delhi High Court, contract labor. The principal employer is directly giving the supervising or giving the order to the contract employee. Whether master servant relationship will come? No, it will not come. If you are following all other provisions, then it will not come. Madras High Court has given one judgment on transfer. When the appointment letter should have the transfer clause, in that the employee is challenging, it is a far off place, how to go, I cannot go there, like that. Is it possible? No, it is not possible. Transfer, once it is issued as per the appointment terms, you can have to go. Not only that, that word congratulations, like that, if anything word is there, because of that you cannot say, it is a mollified. So that's what Madras High Court judgment. And Madras High Court another judgment. Agent, who is agent? If the agent is paid commission, for them ESI is not applicable, but whether he is agent or not, how to decide? There is a many organization, we appoint a consultant. Whether we really they are a consultant, like only namesake consultant, that we have to analyze. If the person is not following any working hours, that is the first criteria. Second criteria, he is not working under the supervision of the employer, then you can call him as a agent. Same thing we can apply for consultants also. Workers, Bombay High Court judgment. Along with management and workers, settlement has been done. If the settlement has been done, after signing the settlement, you cannot say some provisions I am not accepting. That's what Bombay High Court judgment. Karnataka High Court has given one judgment on insurance. Employee compensation. Once the employee has met with an accident, something, for that compensation, employer has to pay. Already employer has taken the insurance. Yes, that insurance company will pay. When the court has given with interest, who will pay the interest? Now the question, employer is saying that insurance company should pay because I have insured. The insurance company is saying, no, I can pay only employee compensation, not the interest. Karnataka High Court said it is a principal employer, you have to pay. Then Bombay High Court, higher pension. Higher pension, in that there was many circulars, the employer has to provide all the detailed documentation they have to give to the EPFO. The employer has not given the documentation. For that, employee cannot be penalized. No higher pension because employer has not given documentation. That's what Bombay High Court. Many people have rejected because of employer not providing the document. So now it is a very good chance for the people, whoever, even though employer is not providing the, because of that reason, EPFO cannot reject your application. And Karnataka High Court, during the COVID time, pandemic time, PF is paid delay. Whether we can ask for waive off? Yes, waive off of damage is possible. Interest is not possible. Interest you have to pay. That's what Karnataka High Court judgment. So some of the HR news. Government now it is looking to expand the social security to 32 crores of unorganized gig platform. Already code has given the promise. Yes, all the people are going to be covered under social security. That only government is working on that. And Odisha, and very surprisingly, they removed the professional tax, because already they are paying income tax, so professional tax is not required. That's what the news is saying. And EPFO, now through UPI, you can withdraw your money. Yes, earlier also ATM, through ATM you can withdraw, that's what coming. Now UPI, it is, you can withdraw your money up to 75% of total contribution you can withdraw, including employer contribution. And CPI, March month 349, it has reduced now compared to February. And answers for the quiz. Quiz number 1, minimum wages, it is mandatory. Even though employer is capable, not able to pay, then it is, then also it is mandatory. One of the Supreme Court judgment very clearly says, if the employer is not able to pay the minimum wages to the employees, he is not deserving to run the business. That's what it is saying. So minimum wages mandatory, whatever the area you have to pay. So question number 2, POSH. When the earlier company is having some allegation, that also you don't have proof, there itself it finishes. When you are hiring, it is nothing. That is up to you. But under Act, you need not to worry about anything. You can hire. There will be no relationship from the past organization to your organization. That we have to be clear. Thank you for watching. Hope you would have got some good thing in this. Please share to all HR fraternity. I will come back with another video. Thank you very much.